It is supremely important that all of the staff at Telos have good, healthy, clear boundaries with the students and with each other. If you look at the skill statements below, your first skill statement says, I demonstrate clear, healthy physical boundaries with students. This is referring to appropriate and inappropriate touch. It's completely okay for a staff member to give a student a hug, to put an arm around his shoulder, or to give him a friendly pat on the back. But no staff member should ever engage in horseplay with a student. Back rubs are not permitted, nor should there ever be any kind of intimate touching or sexualized touching. This is not only inappropriate, but against the law, and if you engage in that, you'll be prosecuted. Your second skill statement says, I demonstrate healthy, clear, emotional boundaries with the students. Emotional boundaries are different from physical boundaries. The first indication that you have healthy emotional boundaries is that you're able to hold boundaries with students. What I mean by holding boundaries is enforcing the rules and the structure of the program with the students. You shouldn't share inappropriate personal information with students, such as information about your sex life or past sexual experiences that you've had. You shouldn't become hyper-emotional over students. For example, if one of them has a bad day, you find yourself breaking down and weeping over their pain. Students shouldn't incite you to extremely strong emotions one way or the other. If you find yourself having intrusive thoughts at home that keep you from being present with your spouse or your children, then you may want to take a look at the boundaries that you're holding with the students. You should not engage in any kind of colluding or secret keeping with students. Also, you can't see the students as your very best friends in life. When you do, it suggests that you don't hold a position of authority in the student's life. Remember in all things that you are here for them. They are not here for you and your needs. Your third skill statement says, I am aware of the personal issues I bring to the work setting. We all have personal issues that affect us. The most important thing is that you're aware of them. For example, you may be sensitive about your weight or your appearance. And if you are, you may find yourself having inappropriately strong reactions to a student making a comment about somebody's weight or appearance. Perhaps you didn't have a good relationship with your father as a child, or you felt he abandoned you. Then you hear a student complaining about his competent father. It may incite strong feelings in you to the contrary. You may have been bullied as a child, and a student may behave in a way that takes you back to that bullying and you emotionally react. You may feel of the most worth when you're able to control your environment. And if you've worked at Telos very long, you know that sometimes staff members can feel out of control in their ability to influence the students. You may find yourself suffering with feelings of worthlessness or incompetence. All of these are personal issues that you bring to the work setting. Again, be aware of them and know thyself. Your fourth skill statement says, I have healthy ways to deal with personal issues before they impact my work with students or their families at Telos. This means you have the ability to compartmentalize. Compartmentalizing means you're able to take emotional issues in one compartment of your life and transfer them to another compartment. For example, when you come into work, you're able to take the things of your personal life and leave them at home, so they don't pollute how you feel toward the boys. Conversely, when you go home at night, you're able to leave work at work, so that the stress of Telos doesn't contaminate your personal life with your family. That is compartmentalization. So if you're going through a divorce, perhaps you have financial problems or you're struggling with some kind of a personal weakness or an addiction, get the help you need, and remember, the students need you to be at your best while you're at Telos. Everyone has bad days, but we can't afford to have bad months and bad years when we work at Telos.